Okay, it's photos and Photolog time. Everyone's favorite topic. Kind of an introduction to this. I moved back. I moved back out into the portfolio level for the Baltimore City Public Schools Phase Two. Just to show one point here. Washington Elementary. Click on the subfolder to remind you guys of the folder structure for this project. This is kind of the main site and main building level. And then here's the sub-locations that the client wants us to use. I just want to emphasize the point that MEP equipment needs to be drilled down to this lowest level. You're sorting MEP equipment by sub-location. Other things like architectural, structural elements should live at this level, especially if this is the traditional setup where this is a building and these are parts of the building. So, yeah, architectural site assets should kind of live at this level, and then your MEP stuff gets sent down to the lowest level possible. So, segueing into the photo portion of this, you want your Photolog systemic overview type photos to live at this level because this is the Photolog that you want to use. Asset photos are fine down here. The photos associated with specific assets. You don't want to take a whole lot of overview type photos at these levels. And depending on the structure of your job, that's either going to happen easily and organically, or it might be a little bit of a struggle. It's just some limitations with the tool that are result from the flexibility the client has in setting up this structure. So that's a lot of talk to just for me to just get to the point to say be careful here. You can definitely move these photos around later, but it's not going to be as easy. If you know how the app works, just knowing to keep your Photolog type photos at this higher level is going to save you some heartburn on the back end. So getting to the photos here. I'm just going to go to the work screen up at this higher level, and I'm going to go to photos here. And I'm just kind of in generic photo mode. I'm not in Photolog yet, but you can see these photos are in kind of scrambled egg mode. They're all over the place. Sequentially doesn't matter. They're all just kind of there. So the first time you load your photos up, I'm going to Photolog now. And they're still in that order, an order that's not very satisfying. So just know the first time you move these over is you have a few things you have to do. Go to this order by functionality here and order by section number. And as soon as you do that, boom, now these are looking to be in the sequence you want them to be. Cover, elevation A, B, C, D. One last thing you need to do, see how it's mixing together the included and the excluded photos. I believe if you just refresh the screen, it's going to move those to the end. It looks like it did. So you have those two operations to do. Sort by section number, refresh the screen, and then this is going to look, you're going to be really close to how you want this to be. It's sorting by section number, and we kind of cheated a little bit, and even though these aren't real section numbers, we associate these with these photos so that they flow in the correct order you want. I'm not going to say this is going to be 100% perfect, but it's going to be really close. You might have some tweaking to do, a couple photo bumps either direction. The captions are also going to be a lot closer. They're not fully thought through, all of them. Like elevation 1 is really not what you want. This should be more like front elevation, or nothing wrong with north elevation. you're going to have some of those type of edits to do. But otherwise, it's looking real close, right? Here's your parking lot photos, landscaping, site improvements, structure, primary roof, secondary roof, facade A and B. Then we got our RTUs. Then we have plumbing and electric. And if you'll remember, these are the Photolog type photos. Here's the cluster of HVAC units, the cluster of water heaters. The asset photos have been excluded. They're not in the Photolog. Then you have your elevator. So we've worked our way through MEP, and now we're in the interior spaces. So this is kind of, your lobby, your office, your meeting room. These are the extra photos, which come right after the spaces. And then you start to have things that are excluded. All these photos were excluded from the Photolog. And if you change your mind, say, hey, I didn't have a photo of a swimming pool anywhere else, that's a good one, even though this is kind of an asset photo. Toggle that to included. Go up here and click in your browser and hit enter. That refreshes the screen. And where was that guy? Was it 6.5? I probably have to hit ordered by section number again. That's probably the key. And then refresh the screen. And there it is. Now it's in its proper new home. So just beware of some of these browser refresh things you got to do. Man, I mean, this really pleases me. Our crew did a great job with this, getting this in the right order. Just remember, you might have some bumping to do and some caption editing to do. Let me end this one and start a new one.